cool. Oh yeah, there we are. I see us. Um, it's great to be here again with you guys, and I hope you're enjoying your weekend, having a wonderful Saturday. And I'm super excited to be introducing yet another really amazing, powerful healer that we have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing through From Heartache to Joy. She's going to be live on an interview with me on Monday, but I wanted to introduce you guys to her a little bit early because, you know, we open up the packages typically on the weekend, and a lot of people start jumping in and they want to invest and they want to jump in immediately. So I thought, well, why not give you guys a little bit of a taste of this energy as well, and you'll get to see this beautiful, amazing Ayla. I mean, and she's beautiful inside out, just such beautiful energy, and I love your smile. So thank you for taking the time out to actually be with us today. And so what we're going to be doing is we'll talk just a little bit about what Ayla does and what she's about and who she is. You'll get to hear from a couple of people that already have worked with her, our Facebook community, actually, From Heartache to Joy community people. And you'll get to hear from them. And then some of you are actually going to get to work with her. The mini one-on-ones that we typically do on the phone lines, well, I figured why not do them today? This is a great opportunity because a lot of people have been talking about, well, the live calls are becoming too long because they can't, you know, sometimes we stretch them out to 2 hours. And I start getting messages around, you know, within like about 50 minutes, 90 minutes, people start saying, oh, I have to go back to work. I was listening to the call during my break and I have to go now. So I figured, okay, why don't we try doing this when we have somebody special that's going to be launching? We could try to do some of the mini one-on-ones beforehand and people get to experience that, and then they can listen to the call on Monday. So we're going to be trying this out today. Wow, we already have 74 participants on Zoom. This is so awesome. I just love this. And then I don't know how many are on Facebook. 13 on Facebook and 74 on Zoom. How cool is that? And this is a Saturday. So thank you guys. We are so honored. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm going to introduce this beautiful, beautiful person that we have here with us today, Ayla Angelo. She is an absolutely amazing energy worker. You're going to learn about her diamond playground. I'm going to ask her in a minute to explain that to you guys and why the energies are just absolutely amazing and out of this world. Ayla Angelo and her super awesome kick-ass spiritual team is who you're going to be working with. In Ayla's own words, she says, I have been born with the gift of healing. I've been a healer many lifetimes, and I'm here to rock and roll humanity, ushering in the new age, the new paradigm, the age of enlightenment. After years, most of my life actually, of dealing with intense personal struggles, spiritual separation, surviving severe narcissistic abuse and suicidal depression, blackmail, physical injuries, and the debilitating loss of loved ones, and my heart's dreams and passions, I have come full circle into my own healing. Now I'm ready to share with the world, with you, accelerated healing for your very own life. No topic is taboo or too much, too scary or too dark, or even too weird to bring to the table here. We clear the stuckness and interferences, and she calls them interference, affecting you that cause suffering on all levels, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. So jump on in and let's play. And then she says, aren't you curious what is waiting for you in the infinite, eternal, cosmic pools of consciousness? It is fun and joy. So that is so cool. I love that introduction. Welcome. It's awesome to be here with you. Yeah. So do you want to share with our listeners about what is this wonderful diamond playground that we're going to be talking about on Monday?
All right. So hello, everyone. This is so cool to be connecting with you. I have been looking at your energy fields all day. In fact, the whole time since I decided to participate with From Heartache to Joy.
Yeah.
And you're obviously here for a calling. So the energies are percolating. I've called in the diamond playground to come play with you, and I'm having it surround everybody's energy field. So it's creating a very safe container for us all. And these energies are so high that I don't know anything else on this planet that really has that yet. I've literally created alternate space. It's like a bubble in our reality where it's this beautiful crystalline diamond playground. We have different chambers, and they're all based on the 4 pillars. 4 pillars of wealth, health, relationships, life purpose. They're customizable to you, and yet they do have some staples in them. So one of my favorites is the Nature's Divine Royal Gardens, where I bring in the frequencies of nature, and we're working with a beautiful Mother Gaia. I'm gonna cry. It's just so special, and it's a really accelerated form of enlightenment and consciousness. And I have on staff incredibly high power beings. Like when I realized what I did, I was like, oh my God, what? It's like the big guns are here. So this is a really, really, really big deal. And,
yes. Yeah. And I do want to warn our listeners a heads up that the energies really are very powerful. And at one time when Ayla was giving me a session, I basically just went to sleep. I was like, gone. And I didn't know what happened. And I woke up 45 minutes later, right? And you were like, yeah, no problem. And I was like, what happened? What just happened? It was so powerful. But the first time I actually did not check out because I was driving. And I remember how my shoulder had been hurting really bad, right? You remember that one?
oh yeah.
And I wasn't prepared, and I, thought we talked about the fact that I am driving. So is this even safe? And she said, well, I'll keep the energies to a lower level so that, you can still drive safely. And when she started the session, this shoulder was hurting really bad. I had some issues with the rotator cuff. I remember that when I was telling Ayla, she was on speaker, and I said, if I try to do this to my arm, this, which meant that if I tried to lift it, I couldn't. I had no range of motion, and it hurt really bad. And then by the time she got done, I was able to do this, and I was able to, what happened? Where did it go? It was really crazy. And the energy had just shifted powerfully. So that's when I said, okay, you gotta be on the show. We have to have you in our program, because this is the gift of healing that everybody deserves, everybody needs, and people are really desperate for it. And then I found out later that this is a gift of healing that's not just for physical pain, but you can bring intense emotional pain to the table as well, and you can help with that, right? So anything, actually, any kind of blocks, anything that is causing people pain in life can be transmuted through this. So what we're asking our participants today is to basically, because this is going to serve everybody, so we want to have a level of, I think, Gretchen, you already announced it, that at least a level of 8. And Ayla will work with a couple of people, and she will go deep, because we were trying to figure out if we can do maybe 5 to 10 people, just doing 5, 6, 7-minute sessions. And then we realized that the energy actually wanted a little bit more time, maybe 15 minutes with each person. So instead of that, we decided, let's just go deep, and because we can't do that on the live call on Monday. But today, that's what we're going to do. So I believe there are a couple of people that want to talk about their experience with Ayla also. So Gretchen?
Yep. I'm going to ask Bryce to speak, but I just have to say something really quick, and I'm not on video. I hope everybody can hear me, but Ayla, before we got on the call, what the heck did you do to me? Because all of a sudden I don't feel sick anymore. Like I was just sitting here thinking, oh my, I forgot that I was sick and I've had the flu for a week. So I don't know what the heck you just did, but I can breathe.
Wow.
Your back was calling. It just felt like there was some pain in your back, and so I was just clearing that out. And then you're like, oh, but I've had the flu, and I was like, okay, well, I know that that's collectively a thing that's kind of going on right now. So I'm very aware when people are getting sick or not, and if I start buying into that system myself. So I was just like, yeah, it's just clean out this stuff.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I don't know, piece of cake. It was easy.
Well, I thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So
I take care of my people.
I am on video, Clara says.
You are on video. Yes, we can see you.
I hid myself from myself.
No, we can see you. You look beautiful.
Thanks. Okay. Bryce, I don't have you muted, but if you can unmute yourself, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, thanks, Gretchen. Thanks, Eram. Thanks, Ayla, for the opportunity to come on. And I'm really excited for this opportunity to fully embarrass my friend Ayla. No, I will remain well behaved. But in all seriousness, I mean, for me, my experience with Ayla has been very special for a lot of different reasons, and I've connected with her from a lot of different perspectives. And you know, she herself performed at a very high level in snowboard competition. I competed professionally in motorsports for most of my life. We had some of those synchronicities going on there and energies or whatnot. And you know, I came up pretty traditional in kind of some of my belief systems and some of the, you know, just religiously and so on and so forth. And Ayla's just really opened up a whole new spectrum of perspective for me, which has been really enlightening and very special. And I mean, one of the things that I think for me, just coming from that, you know, predicament or scenario, if you want to call it, is that, you know, when you're coming from a stance like that, you have to fully trust the person that you're dealing with. And you know, Ayla and I have become friends over the years, and that's one of the things that, from a character witness standpoint, I think is important to know about Ayla, is that her intention and what she's trying to do and what she's trying to achieve is so pure. And so I very much, you know, highly value what she's trying to do. She loves what she does. She's very passionate about it. She's practicing energy or meditation 4 to 6 hours a day at least. I mean, she is just constantly working, and it's awesome to see that level of passion and inspiration. You know, that's something I've gotten out of my sport, and you know, being able to have a sport from the time I was a real young kid, that's really something special that I've had as a part of my life. But she definitely has a talent. She's got a gift. She well knows that she's gifted and talented, and thank God for that. And I'm really excited about this partnership. And, you know, with Aram's, you know, guidance and experience. And
appreciate it. Thank you, Bryce. I want to interrupt here just to quickly ask you, have you worked with Ayla energetically also? I mean, I appreciate so much your, go ahead.
I have actually. Yeah, that was kind of some of the things I wanted to talk about because it resonated for me and has been a big part of my transition into kind of the world of energy healing. But it's funny because at the top of the call, when I was listening to both you and Aram, my experiences have been very much like that. I've had experiences with Ayla from an energy standpoint where she can just hit you with like a hypnotic, almost a hypnotic type of effect, and I've had some fun joking with her a couple different times about I forget what the actual term is called, but you'll see maybe on National Geographic or something, a shark gets put on its back and can go into a complete hypnotic state, and or you can just fall asleep, disappear, come back as a different person. I had lunch with her like 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't even talked to you about this, Ayla, but she put her hand on my back and started working some vertebrae on my back, and like I felt this like 2 days later, like it's still going. Like I can feel her touching my back, and it's whatever she's doing is lasting and powerful and really significant, so it's a lot of fun.
Thank you, Bryce. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for being such a great friend. We all need wonderful friends around us, so thank you so much for doing your part. Thank you for
Absolutely. Hopefully I didn't embarrass Ayla too much there.
A shark tickler. That's awesome, Bryce. Thank you so much for being here.
Awesome.
I really appreciate it
so much.
You got it.
Mila, we haven't even started yet, and we have a lot of questions coming in. I have not been able to even look at Facebook questions. There are a lot of questions. Actually, a lot of people asking that when you do start working with people one-on-one, are other people going to be able to benefit from those energies?
My intention is that we will pull in the energies as is appropriate for each person. We'll be working with the specific focus of whoever I'm working with, but we all have these things going on in our field at some point. So but yeah, so that's a beautiful part of this intention, is that we're working with the highest and best good as is appropriate for you individually and for all. So it will be streamlining into you and what you need, maybe not what you think you want.
Yeah. Exactly. And remember, guys, we're going to try to help as many people as we can, but there is a limit of time and what we can do. So we will, Gretchen has picked a couple of people that are hopefully going to be able to serve the larger group in a very effective way. So Gretchen, if you want to step in now, I don't have that information. Who are we going to be working with first?
Okay, so first up, Christina, I have you. I'm going to.
So how did we pick Christina? Is she from our Facebook community?
Yeah, we posted a link this morning. We posted questions. So repeat, Christine, when I unmute you, repeat what you put on Facebook and the ranking that you have there. That would be great. I'm going to unmute you.
Christina is muted, actually.
Yeah, I'm unmuting her. I'm getting there.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. I can turn your video off. You can turn your video off too if you don't want to be on video.
Okay, thank you.
It's your choice. Thank you so much.
Well,
for being here.
I have a tooth missing in the front, so I don't have it in right now.
Do you prefer to not be on video? It's completely your choice, sweetheart.
Well, if I could just go get it real quick.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Sure, no problem.
We'll put Vicky on.
Yeah, we'll put Vicky on in the meantime. So you look beautiful, by the way. Yeah, so let's put Vicky on in the meantime. And I wanted to ask this process, Gretchen, because a lot of our listeners still don't know. And if you are not on, I don't know how they would be watching. I guess they could be watching on Zoom and not be on Facebook, but it really is great you can be on Facebook. Oh, there you are. So back already. And How did you get picked, Christina?
I don't know.
Okay.
So, no. So what we did was I posted a prompt this morning asking everybody to pick an issue, and how if you could have Ayla work on one thing, what would that one thing be? And if it was if you could rate it on a 1 to 10, we were looking for 8 and above, and everybody that posted put 9 to 10. And so then they rated from 9 to 10. So there were about 10 people as of an hour before the call, or 2 hours before the call. I sent the names to Ayla. She went into her energy and she picked who she felt would be the best catalyst for all of us. So that's how we got started.
Beautiful. So I just wanted to make sure that our listeners understand you don't have any special relation with us. We don't really, I don't think we've spoken before, right?
No, we haven't.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so I just want to make sure our listeners understand these opportunities are available for everybody, and you get picked the way you get picked. It's your energy. That's how it happens. It happens very organically. You don't know Gretchen, you don't know me, and it's just I just love that we are able to serve so many people in this way, and you needed this, honey, and this is what came in for you. So congratulations on being a great manifestor already.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
So if you want to turn off Vicky's camera for now, Gretchen, because we will go into this session, you can even turn mine off. And everybody listening, please remember what Ayla already said, that whatever is appropriate, you will receive this. This is sacred space. So please be mindful of that. And we want to support Christina and everybody else that is present today. We want to be present as a group, supporting each other. Christina, Ayla, everybody. So thank you so much. Very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, Christina.
Thank you.
Talk to me, honey. I'm already working. I've been working your field for a little bit here, and what's going on?
Well, I don't know where to start. I mean, it's every area of my life.
Let's go for emotions. If we're going to set aside all stories, all things that you think are the problem, what is the emotion underneath all of that? That's what we're going for.
Probably fear.
Definitely a big one. You just relax your body. Take a deep breath. Bring your awareness, the part of you that's listening to me, into your heart space. I know it's a little hard to get in there, but you are in there a little bit. This is very intense for you, right? It's performance stuff, right? So we're just coming in, slicing with a hot buttered knife into that fear. Were you the one who was stuck in, not feeling worthy of a lot of things, powerless, lack of energy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell me just a little bit about that so we can talk, bring up those energies in the whole field here for everybody? We're going to access it through you. So.
Okay. Well, everybody I loved basically died. Okay. And that were close to me, or one person just left the scene without closure. I caregave my mom for years, and when she died, that was the last straw. All 3 of my cats died along with everybody else. So I guess I just slept my life away, and then I finally went for help with my health and found out I had a thyroid condition. And so it gets me so tired. But I also have other issues. My neck has been a major concern. My hands, this finger was locked down for 3 months. I couldn't move it. I can move it now, but not totally.
So let's stick with the this tremendous amount of loss, because I think this is a big piece, really, really big piece for you. And I invite you to actually feel the loss, because our issues are locked into our field with that emotion that you don't want to touch. And you have been fighting it for a long time, like fighting it. Part of you is so tired. Yeah, let it come up. Just let it come up. This is bringing in a light of pillar. So all that you're releasing is going straight back to source. All I'm asking is for you to just keep saying yes to that feeling. Just keep allowing yourself to soften into it. And I am going to check in with the group here too, real quick. Activating a diamond playground treasured blessing for relationships. And we're also going to do it for health. Please awaken and activate. Please take a look at Christina, and please take a look at all of our lovely community members here, every single one. We're working with loss, so please offer a blessing as is appropriate to each being to clear loss, deep loss, pit of grief, pit of despair, well of grief, those type of deep things. Christina, just keep. So when I say this, how does it make you feel? When you connected, or when you lost your cats? Yeah. You separated out. I'm watching you just go into this completely broken, shattered, very shattered state of being. So we are going to get the diamond playground in here. I'm going to grab your team. We're going to go find you. We're going to get you back from the scattered place. Just keep letting these emotions come. Loss of the cats. Don't try and hold on to it. And tell me, where are you right now? What are you noticing?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about the incidents around that. It was a full moon and I didn't want to let him go. And I asked for 24 more hours, and my boyfriend, who is dead now, he said, let him go, let him go. And I had to let him go. Then I didn't even have that extra day, you know.
So this is your opportunity to really let the sadness and the trigger around it go. Are you ready? Are you willing? Okay. Just breathe into that heart space. And this is for everyone who's experiencing loss in their life. Breathe into your heart. Just say yes from your heart space. Yes, you are willing to let go of the pain of what you think this is about.
Yeah.
And dropping in energies into the field to support, smooth, and integrate this shift. Because a lot of this does not even originate in this lifetime, my dear. This is pain. This is a long ago pain. And that's typically what happens. And you're the only one who's actually holding on to it at this point. It's that resistance in your chest, especially from what I can see. So we're going to drop down the white flames to dissolve and bring in a bonfire of light around everyone here. And just start throwing in decisions that you've made to keep pain running. Decisions that you've made, constructs, patterns, thoughts, memories Just let them dissolve. This goes straight back to source. There you go, Christina. There you go. Wow. Awesome. I see your team coming in around you. There's like all this metal stuff just lifted off your chest. Tell me where you're at. What are you feeling?
A little like I'm swirling or something. I don't know, like a little jizzy. Like unwinding.
Yeah. I'm just watching that. We're just watching the process of that unwind. And we're grabbing up the crystalline grids of Gaia, New Earth Gaia. So this is my integrative work here, where I'm pulling you into the higher frequencies. Let's just get the downloads from source for everybody here. Down into the channels, all the way to your physical bodies. That the days of reaping and sowing are over. The days of suffering are over. So all dark forces that have a hold on you, this is not in alignment with the new paradigm. It's just old stuff. And I'm calling in a blessing from the Diamond Playground to come take a look at everybody here, accessing the channels through Christina. An integration blessing, a smoothing process, and we're going to start calling back essence of you to come back into the body. And this blessing includes washing it clean of the shared karma, triggers, implants, ET stuff. Yeah. And I would like everybody to check in with their hips, with your sacrum, with your tailbone, and let your breath go into these areas. And get in touch with your heart spaces. Ask to be seen and ask to see source code that lies in your heart. Source code is our divinity. It is just pure awareness of the unique light that you are. And for all of you and beautiful Christina, please unzip the human biosuit that you are wearing right now. Simply by setting the intention, like you're stepping out of a suit, and let it drop away into source. Let this suit be your pain, your suffering, your grief and your loss, which is really our grief and our loss. We are all one. I feel you so profoundly. And let me know where you're at, Christina.
I don't know, I'm just feeling pressure in the neck area.
So that's going to keep moving. I want to check in and see. Let's have you feel into the emotion of the loss again with your cats. Let's see how that's shifted. I see. I laugh because to honor the shorter sessions, it's like I would normally let you get here, but your cats are right next to you. Like, yeah, she's got it. She's got it. Like, they're right here. They're right. They've never left you. They never left you at all. They're right there. Now they're even closer. It's only you that's been holding up that wall of like, because you don't want to feel what's inside. That's it. That's the key. It's just feeling, just being in the body and allowing it to move. You're way more powerful than you know. So tell me, how does it feel now?
Feels better. Feels better.
You look different. Those are the kind of releases we need. So good job. Thank you for holding the space for everyone here.
Thank you.
Yeah, look, see, look. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, so claim that body. Claim your power. And tell me where you're at on a scale of 1 to 10. Where do you think your scenario lies now?
I'm not really sure. I think maybe a 7 or 8.
Maybe. Yeah, right? Because when we can't connect with these things, we're like, I don't really know where I am now. So yes, this will keep percolating. This will keep working for you.
It's funny that you zoned in on my cats and not the other deaths. But I guess that just touches all of them, right?
Yeah.
It's what's presenting as the most obvious energy.
Yeah.
And you released a lot. There was a lot of healing around loss. Actually, a lot of people released with you.
I just got the nerve to go for counseling, and I felt so disillusioned when I was there because the woman kept answering her cell phone, and then she just opened the door when we were done, and it was like, oh my God, I don't want to go back.
I've done counseling. I've done a lot of counseling, actually, ever since I was 4 years old, for very dysfunctional parents, and then narcissistic abuse. And I was always looking for something. It wasn't until I found like this real profound, deep energy work that I actually found those answers. Because I was like, I don't actually need to go to counseling anymore. Because sometimes they don't know how to hold space. All I'm doing is holding space and facilitating. And you have the courage to open up like that, and that's what you need. You need to unload. I don't need to tell you anything about your experience. You need to straight unload so you can fill back up, because you're massively frustrated with life. You're like, screw everything. I'm not okay here.
Right. Very true. Will this affect the other areas of finances and love and all that?
There's a lot of people on the call who, and even in those intentions, who wanted finances and love. And yes, when we hold death grips of resistance, it's that resistance and the lack of trust. That's why the piece about trust is so important. And that's what I end up doing a lot with my peeps, because I know that journey so profoundly. I wouldn't be here today if I didn't actually trust my process now.
Yeah. Well, there's some very awesome comments on Facebook. Guys, if you are watching, please let us know as we close this particular session. How did you feel? What did you feel during the session? Christina, thank you so much, love. You were so amazing.
Thank you.
It's been so powerful. And you are shifting right now. I would love to hear back from you and see how you feel in a few hours. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear.
Feel
And
free to
Thank you
stay
so
in
much.
touch with me too, my dear. Like, my door's open. I'm here. I am here for you all. And I will capacitate as much as I possibly can, which is a massive amount. But yes, I do really care about the next to come, because when we release stuff, the next layer shows, and if like, I just want you to know I am here for you continuously.
Thank you, Ayla. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. God bless you.
You're welcome. I was cleaning out tooth stuff too, just to let you know. Anyway.
Yeah. Beautiful. And so there's there's Pearl, who said, I guess she was feeling the grief of loss of her friend Teresa, and she said, now I feel into my friend Teresa's death and there's only peace. This is unbelievable. This was after she had gone through the session. And then Tatiana said, I had similar experiences with a couple of counselors and we are better off without some of them. This work is just so much better. And thank you for healing all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Heather said, beautiful. This was beautiful. Thank you. Melinda said, I'm peaceful. Laura is saying, thank you. Rebecca is saying, thank you. And how do we get in touch with you? Gretchen, can you please post that link? I believe the card is the card is going to be open tomorrow. So guys, get ready because this is going to go fast. I'm letting you know right now. Sessions with Ayla are going to go fast. And the first 20, I believe, are discounted. So make sure, jump in right away. As soon as the card opens, they're going to be gone. Heather said, I feel heaviness just lifting. Deborah is saying, beautiful work. I felt Christina deeply and sent so much love and the good stuff to you all. Tatiana said, I won't repeat what she said. I don't want to bring that energy, but I do agree with you, Tatiana. It's so true. Unfortunately, the energy around those traditional things is just not working anymore. So I do agree, and I have had those experiences too. So Rebecca said, man, she's powerful. Asmina said, thank you. I feel peace in my heart. How awesome is this that we decided to do this group, kind of spur of the moment decision, and you've been able to bring such wonderful healing to all these people. I mean, loss is a huge energy. And I know that when that is in you, I mean, it's been 3 years now since I lost my mom. And I just was not able to process the grief. And you know that because you helped me with some of that too, Ayla. And that energy was stuck in me. And in order to deal with the loss, part of me had just disconnected. That was the only way I could deal with it. And that disconnect was showing up in different areas of my life. And some of it was depression. And the gift of pain is that we connect again. We get connected again. And truly, there is a gift in that. And then in this brief moment, as I saw even Christina connecting with that grief and that pain, through that connection, she was able to release. So I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Releasing this energy of loss and grief is so important.
You're welcome. You actually bring up a really good point, and I wanted to say thank you to all your wonderful comments. And it's going to make me cry because I'm in full receptive mode, and it just touches me so deeply. Thank you so much. And I'm actually in the background always doing work. So you say disconnect. So I'm like, okay, so Diamond Playground, please come in. Take a look at our entire community.
I felt it. It was like, yeah.
And we're like, okay, so now I'm like, let's take a look at the disconnect.
Yeah.
That loss provides, depression provides. And I have to say, I didn't know where this was, like I did, and I didn't know where this was coming from, but I have an MP3 for, I call it Sacred Keys. It's clearing sacrifice, loss, and death. And I was like, I made these programs for this community. Like, I can do whatever. So what am I going to do? Hey, let's just look at the community and see what you guys need.
Beautiful.
This is what came
and
forward.
Those are the MP3s in package A, correct?
Yeah. And depression, and a whole separate one on depression.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I want people to understand, that, this is what's coming up after this commitment that we made to you guys, that we're going to just, this is, I was feeling that disconnect for a while now, not just the disconnect, because, and maybe it was connected to my mom's death. I don't know. But for me, it was like, if my community, if the people that are connected to me, they come here, they look towards me for guidance towards transformation. That's one of the reasons why I'm so transparent. I talk about my own losses. I talk about my own challenges, because I am with you guys. I'm just going through similar stuff, maybe at a different level, but I go through these all the time myself. So that's one of the reasons why I'm transparent. And the second reason was, I want to see greater transformation. I want to see a deeper commitment from people towards their transformation, and a deeper commitment from the practitioners and healers that come through our platform also. So this is what came through. And the packages are really powerful, you guys. So you don't have to only connect with Ayla through her session. You can get her MP3s, and they're going to create change as well. So look at that when it's available. Gretchen, if you can, I think you already posted it. If you haven't, can you please post a link to Ayla's offer again in Zoom and in the Facebook group, so people can see?
I did not post it because it's not open yet. You still want me to put the link up? The card's not open yet.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Even if the card is not open, we have announced it that it will be open. I believe it's tomorrow, right? Or midnight tonight, something like this. We'll send you guys a notification. Once it's open, you can just jump in. So we're still getting a lot of comments. Thank you, Tatiana. I appreciate your kindness. Chanda Lal is saying, thank you very much. This touched me profoundly. Slavic is saying, this was so powerful. Thank you. Wow.
I love you guys.
Yeah. Oh, Tatiana said, my mom passed away in March, and then my husband left in May. It has been so hard, and these sessions are so helpful. Yeah, honey, make sure you just get all the help we've got here, okay? Can you help kids with autism or sadness? So that's a question. Yep.
Sure, why not? Autism, I find, these beautiful beings with autism. They are magnificent.
Yeah.
They are so cool. This one girl, I think she wrote a book. I heard about this a while ago, but she was autistic, but she could read people's minds, and she could type like a bajillion miles an hour. And she was like, but I can read your thoughts, These are incredibly gifted beings. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
They're so.
And I really feel that they're here to teach us about love, about letting the walls of the ego and the personality fall away, and really learn about what love is all about. So yeah, thank you for that. But
yeah, I'm looking at who was that? Who was the name of that person?
This is from Rebecca. So she's asking about kids with autism, sadness, or kids feeling lost.
I wonder if she has like a really personal, intimate connection with them. You're like working with them on a very intimate level. Girlfriend, you keep your awareness in your heart space, in that source code that we talked about, which I will always go back to because it's money. That's it. But yeah, when you hold that space and you see yourself as source code, and then whoever you are perceiving to have a certain thing, because it's always a mirror reflection.
Mm-hmm.
You unzip them, and you just hold that space for them to step into, but it's all free will. So everybody has their own free will.
She's asking about it's her son. So Rebecca, I'm going to really encourage you to connect with Ayla, and get some help on that. And the link was posted in Zoom. I don't see it in Facebook yet, but Gretchen can post that too. And as soon as the card is open, I think this is just going to be so powerful for you. Aisha wants to know, does clearing family dysfunction help with finance and bringing in a loving partner?
I just saw that. Yeah, of course. Of course.
I can tell you, Aisha, all these clearings that I've been doing, energy is connected at every level. I mean, think about it. If there's a dysfunction here or some block here, is it not going to be affecting the rest of the body? That's pretty much how it is. If you could see the energy, the energetic body, then everything is connected to everything else. So once you clear one block, it's going to help. It's going to affect everything else in your life. And I can tell you, in my life, the disconnect or the dysfunction actually is, for me, it's like a clue that, oh, somewhere the energy is not, in harmony. So if my finances go down, I'll sit down and I'll think about it. And sure enough, there will be other things in my life that are also not functioning at their optimal, and healing one area helps heal the other. So yeah. Wow. Lynette said, just listening to you is very healing. Going
Oh, thank you, darling.
difficult decisions. Listening from Boston, Massachusetts. Awesome. Welcome. So I believe we have another person that you're going to work with. Gretchen, can you assist with that, please? Is
Yeah.
there another person?
Ayla, first, can you tell us what you're sniffing?
It's probably an essential oil. Like
Yeah, it's intriguing.
Can you see that? Grounding.
Grounding. Very cool.
Yeah. So that was grounding. I get a whole bunch of essential oils that I work with. Helichrysum is one of my favorites. Valor, frankincense,
Nice.
and lavender. And there's a beautiful forgiveness over here as well. So yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
It moves the energy. So it's kind of like a surrogate as well. So when I'm smelling it, it's like pushing it into your field as well.
Oh,
and essential oils bypass the mental stuff and get straight into it.
They're powerful. I love them.
Very cool.
Essential
Very cool.
angels is what they are.
Okay, so our next caller is Narinder. I'm going to promote you to a panelist. And I don't know if your video will be on or not, but
Narinder has been, I know I've seen her name so many times.
So many times. Let me unmute you.
If you are comfortable turning your video on, I would just love to say hello to you, sweetheart, because you are one of our very, very regular listeners for a number of years. I know that. I have seen you, I know that we have connected many times on
Yes. Hi, Eram. Hi, Ayla.
Hello, darling. Narinder. Am I saying that right?
Great to hear your voice.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you for taking my call. Sorry, I'm having problems with my video.
It's okay.
You can hear me?
It's okay. We can hear you fine.
Great.
And thank you so much, first of all, for being such an important and precious part of our community. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And it's so awesome to be able to connect with you today. What exactly is the area that you needed help today?
I wanted help with this sense of, although I've achieved a lot, it's always come through fighting and struggle, and I eventually get there.
Too
but-
much effort in, huh?
Yes, and then by the time I get it, I'm exhausted and the joy is gone. And I kind of came into this world fighting because I was almost aborted in the womb, but I survived. So that pattern of rejection and fighting has played out throughout my whole life. And I'm sort of at the next stage of creation, like a family and a home, and I'm in that same space of trying to fight for what I want. So I would just love some help there, please.
Yeah.
Wow, this is big. It's actually been coming in a lot. Even Clara was talking about it, that these energies of abortion or having almost been aborted are huge in people's lives. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute myself, and I'll take myself off of video, and I'm going to encourage everybody else to just be present, because whatever comes up is going to be powerful, and it will be it's going to help clear everybody. So please remember, this is sacred space, and we want to be respectful of that.
Narinder, beautiful angel. I am here. I'm right here with you. I'm talking to my peeps. I'm getting some communication going because my peeps are wanting to come in. We've got the Diamond Playground wanting to come in on a different level, actually. Really, really high level beings who are wanting to work with you. So I'm just
I'm like breaking out in a hot sweat.
yeah. Just relax. Just relax the body. Sweat all you want, have those kind of reactions. Just allow your bodies to soften and relax. We are just going to start moving these beings. In fact, this is for everybody on the call. Haha. And in the replay, of course, breathe into your heart space. And allow yourself to listen and hear in your heart space a yes to having these beings come work with you. These are masters, master enlightened beings. There's thousands. I can't even begin to. Yeah. We're just gonna call them in. So just say
I'm
yes
feeling a lot of fear.
Great. That's great. We're just gonna dissolve it. Just let it move. And keep telling me where you're at. Totally fine.
Yeah, it's hard to connect with my heart.
Oh yes, it is. There's a you're sending off like a beacon. There's something in there that I gotta go find. Hang on. This is like the mechanical works of what I do. It's a beacon. It's like a magnetic frequency that pushes things away. So therein lies rejection. Therein lies not feeling connected. And that's okay because we're actually just dismantling this piece right now, right in the back of your heart. So just breathe into it. And what is the emotion? What is the word for the emotion that's coming up for you right now?
It's weird. It's like, don't let them in.
Who's saying that?
Perhaps the little girl inside me.
Okay, call her forward. Say you come talk to me. Don't let why does she not want support?
They can break your heart.
How so?
They can leave.
They can leave? Is that what you said?
I don't feel safe.
Okay. That's most excellent. You beautiful inner child, you. Hi, I'm jumping in. My name's Ayla. I am here to bring you into safety and remind you that you are safe no matter what. So just take a look up your channel. Just look up. Just look up into your light above your head. And just breathe. There you are. This is inner child healing. Wow. Very, very intense for a lot of people. So I'm just going to fine tune this energy here. And I'm going to activate a blessing from the diamond playground. Just let it keep coming up, sweetie. Just say yes to the feeling.
Yes.
And just let your body to, like you're opening up your hands, and let go of the resistance that you have to shifting. Because right on the other side of this shift is your freedom, is your safety, is the very thing that you are fighting. And I'm bringing in a lot of light to a lot of really, really dark places in like the whole collective of this call. But and also bringing in light to dissolve the thoughts, the conclusions created around, there we go, it's just a conclusion. Wow. Moving everybody's energy, so words are a little bit, I fumble over words when I'm moving a lot of energy. But the conclusion that you're not safe. So here we go. Big one. I'm calling in Source. We're having Source give you a trip back home to show you viscerally who you are and that you are all of this. Narinder, tell me how you're doing, sweetie.
Started to ease, actually. I'm not holding on so tight.
Nice. What is the little girl saying?
She's feeling calmer, not so scared.
Is she ready to have some playground friends come in?
Yes.
Yeah? Why don't you call them in? Like you're opening up a door. It's totally you. It's all in your hands. Just say, come on in if you want them there. This is for everybody.
Yeah, come on in.
Nice. And for you in particular, what do they want to do? How do they want to play with you?
I feel like they're kind of jumping on me.
Are you a trampoline? Yeah, jumping on you? Or are they hugging you? Or is it like a kitten pile? Puppy pile? Cuddles?
Yes. A bit
Okay.
like my nieces and nephews, they all kind of just, yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. What? Take a look at them. Look in their eyes. Take a look at their hearts. Take a look at their eyes. What do you see?
Acceptance.
Oh. Can you let that wall of self-judgment just kind of dissolve, just to start dissolving inside of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. I'm just looking at the whole group here, checking in with everybody. And I'm also allowing you guys to just bathe and sit in this frequency, because it is reminding you, you didn't get the picture already, it's reminding you of who you are and that you are fully supported. Nice. That inner child's looking a lot happier to me. Beautiful. Narinder, goddess, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot calmer.
Cool. What else is coming up? I mean, where we've kind of hit that smoothing point, like check in with what you were experiencing before.
I don't know why, it's kind of like something's just stuck in my throat a bit. The heart's eased.
Can you cough it out for me? Wow. Yes, it is. Cool. How's that feel?
Yeah, no, that feels better.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What you guys just saw, our witness there, is she literally like coughed it out. I like took it and like shot it back up, you know. And I want to do one more thing for everybody here. We're just gonna really integrate, and then we'll call it. Yeah. So Narinder, beautiful Narinder, and all you wonderful gods and goddesses, my beautiful soul tribe that I love so much. Please bring your awareness to your heart. You could even put your hand on your heart if you think you have problems there, whatever. Doesn't matter. Heart. Ask to see source code. Ask to have your inner child's source code align with your physical body. Or asking all your inner childs to give a blessing to the wounded aspects of you. Gosh, that are just wounded. More specifically, holding on to past traumas and shock and illusions, delusions that you are not safe and that you cannot trust. Asking for a blessing from all inner children to you individually for the highest and best good, as is appropriate for you here now. And asking for the integration to come in. And I'm bringing in the diamond playground to each and every one of you. Give a giant hug to these inner children. Keep them in your heart space, my friends. Inner childs need to be in the heart, not outside of you. Not gallivanting and getting scared. The body is the safest place to be, and the heart is for the child, the inner child. So take a breath. Notice where you are in your body. Bring your awareness into your hips. Just let yourself be there. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful Narinder. You got this, girlfriend. Keep allowing yourself to bring down those walls. It's only you. It's only you putting them up.
How do you feel, honey?
Well, I really did break out in a sweat. It was a good workout, if nothing else. No, that was amazing. Wow. I think I feel I went through so many emotions. Fear, loss, deep sadness. And then when you asked me to connect to those children, it was just joy and acceptance. It was lovely.
And that's always there for you.
And
that is so important, to keep building that relationship. That's a relationship. Keep tuning into those things.
It feels much easier to go into my heart now.
It's beautiful in there.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And do you want to hear something else, Narinder? I read a couple of comments, and from the names I can tell that these are also women that are from the East. And one of them said, oh my God, Narinder's story is just like mine. This sounds like exactly me. And I realized that you just held this space so beautifully, because, you know, my passion, of course, one of my deepest passions is to help women of the East become empowered and really step up and come into this place where they can, together with their sisters in the West, powerfully, they can be the reflection of the divine feminine, you know, reawakening. So you held that space so beautifully today for all those women. And it's not just the women of the East, but the Eastern women have this added burden that we're still trying to figure it out. We're still trying to step up and break away some of those chains. And you just held that space so beautifully for all those women to be able to release and heal with you. So thank you so much. That was really amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity and the platform. That, gosh, like you said, I've been an avid listener for many years now, and
So
it's just a wonderful space. Thank you so much, Ayla and Eram. Many
You're welcome.
blessings.
I actually have a question, Narinder. How
Yes.
has this been different from the other calls that you've had? I'm just genuinely curious. And also, by the way, congratulations on being vulnerable. Hello. On a global platform, you are just vulnerable. How safe are you?
That was pretty scary for me, if I'm honest. I don't like to be seen.
Yeah.
Yes. So, in terms of the energy moving, instantly I just broke out into sweat, and that's quite rare compared to other calls. So, almost like I was so nervous and scared the moment you said my name. So yes, the vulnerability was just instantly there, and it's like, oh my God, it's me.
Yeah. Thank you for showing up for you.
Vulnerability is strength, my dear. When you are vulnerable, when you show your vulnerability to the world, there is so much strength in that. It is unbelievable, because people that are not strong are never able to show their vulnerability. So you are powerful, my love, and thank you again. And I know that there will be a day when you will just be able to turn on your video and it's going to be not a big deal at all, but I totally understand where you are right now. I've been there myself. Even recently, I wasn't comfortable on camera, and it's like, oh my God, I have this career on, I have to be seen. I have to be seen. And I had to work through a lot. I'm talking about even 6 months ago. I had to work through a lot of energy. I had to shift a lot of stuff just to say, I'm ready to be seen. I will be seen. There's just so much, we just want to hide. There's so much in our DNA, especially coming from the East. It's just like, how dare you? How dare you be a woman and try to say, yes, I can do this, or I am equal to men, or there's just like, it just comes up, right? You didn't even know it's in your DNA, but it just comes up. It's like,
And you're kind of told, you're almost,
yes,
compared to the men, you take a step back.
yes, exactly. It's like, how dare you? You try to be a man's equal? How dare you? And it's interesting, because that's not what I was raised with in my family, but that's the collective culture. So thank you so much. I know this is powerful work, so it's so exciting. Thank you.
Thank you both. God
You're
bless.
welcome. I love you. Good job.
That was so powerful. Yeah, thank you. Aisha is saying, I'm so grateful to you, Eram, Ayla, and Narinder. And oh, look at this, Michelle said, I'm able to find and feel my heart now. Thank you. That is so beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad. And another comment is, thank you. I feel more peaceful and lighter now that I'm willing to be open about what I have been through. I have tried to hide it as it was so painful. Oh. Bernie had said, this was earlier, I feel like someone is sitting on my chest. Can you write back and let us know how it feels now? Because that was earlier. I'm so needing what you are giving out for Narinder and us all. However, I feel I can't quite received it. I'm feeling panicked. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am crying. Sabine, can you please write back? Let us know how you feel now, because this was also from earlier. Bernie is saying that
Yeah, I was
feeling something is there. Yeah,
I was tuning in. Bernie, can you ask this being to get off your chest? You just ask him to leave, and if not, let me know. Okay,
and
cool.
feeling joy and love from Australia. That is beautiful. Chanda Lal is saying, Narinder, you were telling my story, the struggle, the judgment. My inner child was lacking self-worth. I felt the release. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, and here it is, inner child again. We have some stuff on the package for inner child healing, right?
Do I have? You know what? I can easily accommodate that into the Diamond Playground. I've left the actual
Oh, how beautiful.
the 6 live group coaching calls
Yeah.
open-ended in a way, because I am very spontaneous, and I do work with what presents, because that's like it's a non-agenda type of thing, non-judgmental thing. Like, I don't have expectations, and that's how we can be very fluid, and I like to hold that kind of space with people. But awesome suggestion for that inner child. Yes, it looks like that's going to be one of the ones I would love to. It would be awesome. I've been hearing it a lot from people.
Okay, cool.
And Bernie, keep talking to that inner child. Like, keep asking questions, you guys. Questions are so empowering. Questions are empowering. Who taught us that we couldn't ask questions? Question that.
We are almost out of time. Remember, we haven't even done the interview yet. This was just an introduction. How beautiful is that? And a lot of people have been messaging Gretchen because they want to either get the MP3s or they want to buy the other packages. The cart is not open yet, you guys. Nyla didn't have all the deliverables set up yet. So that's why we don't have the cart open. I can tell you as soon as the cart is open, we're going to sell out, especially the discounted packages are going to be gone soon. So I am going to ask Gretchen to give you regular updates on Facebook on when it's going to be open. So just make sure that you guys are watching that, okay? It will be open, I believe, in about 12 hours. Yeah, in about 12 hours it's going to be open. So we're going to give you updates, and then as soon as it's open, you're going to get some notifications on that. Yeah, so Gretchen, we are almost out of time, but I know that somebody was really wanting to talk about their experience with Ayla. So can you?
Yeah, we have Vicky here who's waited so patiently. We had Pamela too. She was calling in, but I can't unmute her. So I'm so sorry, Pamela. We'll catch you on Monday. But Vicky, I'm going to unmute you again and your video, and then you can answer Eram's questions about working with Ayla.
Hi there. Hi, Vicky. Thank you so much. Thank you for being so patient. Did you enjoy the session?
Yes, I loved it.
Awesome.
I loved everything about it. Ayla is amazing.
Yes, she.
Everyone should work with her.
and she was glowing earlier too, but I can see just this added glow now, Ayla, as the energy has been moving through you. It's just wow.
The energy I've been receiving just now, I mean, through this, is amazing. When I was lucky enough to get a backstage pass with her, I sent her a list a mile long of what I wanted to work with.
And why not?
Yes. She worked on a lot, but I don't really know at this point, remember what we focused on. When she was working on me, she told me she was removing an entity, which I didn't know I had. But I felt this weight remove. And then I don't know how she does it, and I am getting chills right now, which means the energy is coming again. But as she worked, it's almost she was inside of me. And she was untangling energies within me. And as she untangled, I felt this amazing spaces open up. And as the spaces opened up, more spaces opened up, and then more spaces opened up, and more space. And it was just this continual flow of light and just, I mean, I've never had that with anyone else. And it was totally, totally amazing. It just kept going. I didn't tell her about little things like knee pain or any other thing, but afterwards, like after we hung up and I stood up and I'm going, oh, my knees don't hurt. And then, a couple other things. And I would notice like, wow, this isn't bothering me, or this isn't bothering me, things like that. I told her a while ago I used to think I was wearing Halloween masks on my face because I was picking up other people's stuff. And so I would pull these masks off. And then maybe a week after we had worked together, I realized now I'm wearing other people's bodies. And I think it was through her untangling my energies that it gave me more awareness of things going on.
Yeah.
So I started unzipping these Halloween costumes and getting out of them. And it was almost like this layer of whatever was leaving me. So, I mean, every day there was another awareness. I woke up feeling love, light. I'd open the front door, I'd step out and go, I love you, world, which I normally don't do. So it was an amazing experience. Everyone should work with her, get her stuff. I saw my daughter and she was very depressed. And I know I said to Ayla, I would like to see energy. And she turned around and I saw this black smoky stuff around her. And I thought, interesting. Am I seeing energy? And what can I do about it? 2 days later, I saw her. She was happy. She didn't have that black, smoky stuff around her. And I thought, oh, again, this is another effect from working with Ayla. So I am so grateful that I had the pleasure to work with her. At the very beginning of this call, I said, can you get the knife out of my back? And within seconds, it was gone. So she's an amazing person.
I missed that one. That was I was on the call at that time. Yeah.
Okay, yes, she's totally amazing. She can do anything. I'm much more in alignment, feeling wonderful, and I'm hoping to work with her more. So, and I hope to be on the call Monday with both of you. I have tried so many times to be on with a backstage pass and call in, write in, never getting through.
Here's your chance. And it's so interesting. I see it all the time. I mean, I think we have about 14,000 people on Facebook now in our group. In our email list, we have close to 75,000 people. So usually on these live calls, when I announce that, oh, can you please pick a number from 1 to 50, that is just the people that have their hands raised.
Right.
There's usually hundreds of people on the call, and then on the webcast, there's a couple of hundred more. So webcast questions coming in and all. So it's usually hard to pick. But through this opportunity, I think we'll be able to get more people and get more, one-on-one interactions. And it was your time, my dear. It was your time to be able to,
It was, and I'm getting the chills again. Oh, I didn't tell you. She also, through going deeper with me, I saw my divine self.
Oh.
I was 8 feet tall, glowing. I had these beautiful white, glowing, white and golden wings, angel wings on, and we merged. Was the most amazing feeling I've ever had, and I am still wearing them. I love them.
Once that activation has taken place, you can now access it at will.
Yes, and she keeps telling me, fly, remember how to fly, and it's like, yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's just, the whole thing was amazing, and today was amazing too, and I am so grateful to both of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here with us, and thank you for sharing.
Well, it was finally my turn to be in the group.
We can't wait to hear about other wonderful things that are going to show up in your life now that you have moved this energy powerfully.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Vicki, thank you for thank you for joining me. I don't even really have words for how, let me find some words for you about how grateful I am to have you here and to see you and be able to connect with you in your video. You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just so honored to be here with you. I mean, I literally like have tears in my eyes to work with you guys, and I was doing all the backstage passes, like jumping up and down, like, oh my god, I hope my roommates don't, oh gosh, I'm being really loud because I'm just so excited to be here. And like, yeah, I'm serious, we're rocking and rolling humanity. It's so time, like it's all in divine timing. I would not have been here had I not been answering a call and working through my own stuff to even just get here.
Yeah.
So we're ready.
Yes.
All this stuff that everybody's dealing with, we're ready for the next levels. And that's what the Diamond Playground is a special gift to you, because it's going to take you there. Quantum, like beyond quantum, what people say is quantum. Like we're going there really, really quickly. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
we all need each other. Ayla wouldn't be here if you weren't here, Vicky. If you didn't need her, she wouldn't be here. And I wouldn't be here if Ayla wasn't here and you weren't here. So we all need each other. We're all connected. We're all here. It's the same purpose. We're just all playing the different roles, and we're all necessary.
Right.
So we're cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. I think that was a great introduction, and I'm excited. I can't wait for Monday where we can do the call and actually go deeper about your work and talk about that. I can't wait for the rest of our listeners to meet you as well, because this was still a small group, even though it's about 120 people that were with us and participated with their beautiful, wonderful energy. There's still thousands more that haven't met you, so I can't wait for them to meet you as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much. And a shout out to not only your physical team, who are absolutely beautiful and amazing.
Yeah, they are.
But all of your spiritual teams. Like I always gotta, like, we got massive amount of support. Mm-hmm. So shout out to everyone. Thank you all for being on the call. And I'm just gonna
too. She was with us, and she's taking time out on her Saturday, on her weekend, for assisting with this. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Gretchen.
Yeah. And to find out more about the Diamond Playground, Melinda, come to my show on Monday.
Well, and Gretchen, if you can post the link one more time, please, so that Melinda can have it too, or maybe even send it to Melinda privately so she has it. The offer is not open yet, but it will be open soon, you guys. So there, Gretchen posted it. It will be open soon, and this is the best way to get in touch with Ayla right now, because she has put in so much, you guys. You have no idea. This is just such an amazing, amazing offer that she has put together for you guys. You will absolutely love it. So check it out, because you can go and check the items out right now, but you can't check out because the card is not open yet. So that will be open when it's open. I don't know. Hopefully within the next 12 to 18 hours.
We'll get you guys in. I just dropped off my MP3s this morning, so.
Okay, guys, lots of love. Thank you so much. This was really cool. Lots of love. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye, honey.